Hello, good afternoon, bonjour, joyeux Noël, indeed. How's your Christmas lunch? Have you had it yet? We tend to have ours around 2-3 o'clock-ish. So, and you know, oh no, we're gonna miss the King's speech. Yeah, sorry about that. Actually, I don't know what time I'm putting this up. I haven't decided yet, but I'm presuming sometime in the afternoon. And that, you all got lovely full bellies and, a little bit tipsy and stuff. Right, shall we crack on? Because again, we've got quite a lot to go through. God, this morning's video, that was like an hour long, wasn't it? Crazy. Crazy. Right, we have got, first of all, I just put unknown designer on this one. And it's another one that slightly confuses me because there's vintage elements and a vintage modernist kind of design, but then also would they use that clasp? I'm not sure. And would they use these kind of cabochons? I am not sure. So it's a bit of a mystery to me, this one, and Google image search isn't much help. But I like the bars. That's a very kind of vintage sort of style. And these hanging bits, and it's got a brutalist look to it. It's got a bit of a 60s look to it. So I really don't know, but it's very cool, and that's why I bought it, obviously. But it's a bit of a confusing one. If anybody has seen anything, like this, please do let me know, especially if you know where it's from. And don't say France, you cheeky buggers. This one was a nice find. This is a Panino necklace, and not is it just, because Panino is a nice brand, but also it's in lovely condition. Look at that mesh. That is still really, really bright. Whenever I've had ones like this before, it's been worn or it's got, a bit of like ick in it. And the little dangle is in really good condition as well. And then it's got these lovely turquoisey tassels, really nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's good. Panino stuff isn't signed, but yeah, you will know it by the Trail of Dead note. You will know it by the dangle. And yeah, lovely 70s design. That turquoise and gold together is just oofed, isn't it? Rather fabulous. It's a little bit is that what it? Yeah, there. It's a little bit almost Cleopatra-esque as well. Not quite, but almost. So yeah, really cool, that one. I like that one a lot. Not so many collar length necklaces on these ones. Oh, I should show you that one in a second though, because that was a sweet find. And that one. This one, again, unknown maker. I will call this the My Girl necklace. So it's got one of those big clasps on it on just a plain chain, which has no clasp. So that's just a straight overhead one, and that you can clip off and use it as a bag chain, I suppose. But yeah, make me stay right beside you, like, whatever. But the thing I liked were these two little cartoon people. I thought that was actually like really quite sweet, and he looks a bit cute and nerdy and stuff, and My Girl, and I don't know, it's silly and soppy, but I thought, like, oh, bless. It was just that guy. I just liked him. That's why I bought it. I thought he's a cutie. He's a cutie. Totally my type. This one is by a maker called Helene, but we don't know who she is. That's why I put question mark. Lovely little flower though. Cute little spiral in there. That's the signature on the back. Helene. So French, but I mean, you try looking up Helene Jewellery or Helene Bijou, and it comes up with so many, like, ateliers, like studios, design studios and things, and boutiques and stuff. So no luck on that one just yet, but obviously, I'll keep looking, and if anybody knows any further, then please do call Crime Watch. Let's have something gold colour. I'm going to do gold and silver like I did in a previous foreign haul. This one, a little bit of a, I suppose, a little bit of a fail, because I was hoping that it would polish up a bit, but not quite. I really like Senorita clasp, especially a chunky one like that one. It's really quite nice. But the Senorita clasps, as you can see, because it is a two-piece set, they are a little bit worn. I was hoping that I could polish it up but instead of polishing it up, you can actually see the copper more through it, which, I mean, it's got a very kind of steampunk look to it as well with the copper. So if someone wanted to, they could polish it all up and, you know, do the copper underneath, and that would be superbly Victorian steampunk. So not an entire fail, it just wasn't what I was expecting the end result to be, basically. But, you know, there we go. Same on this one as well. I was kind of hoping, this is Silver Plate CZ. I was kind of hoping that because of the tarnish that I found it in, that it might end up being silver, but it wasn't. It's still a pretty little, looks like tension set from the top, but it's not. It's all molded, and it is adjustable as well. So pretty little vintage ring, but you know, it's not gonna earn me my millions, that one. But you know, never mind. And then this one, again, not an entire fail. Sometimes you buy things, this was like in a cabinet along with those plastic beads from the previous video. You buy things from, you know, part intuition and part knowledge and part lucky guesses, really. Now, this one, I have previously had these jangly ball ones, and they have been silver, and they've been stamped silver on the inside. This one is not stamped silver, and it doesn't test as silver, so it is silver plated. There is still a market for them because the jangly ball ones are quite expensive, or they can be quite expensive. Obviously, because it's silver plated, it won't be so expensive. But there we go. So it's okay. Not an entire fail, but not an entire win either. Definitely got more. Have I got more silver tone? Yeah, I've got more silver tone. Why have I thrown that over there? Just a gold plated paperclip chain necklace. I don't even know where or how I picked this up. Maybe it was in a handful of things that I got, but you know, nice little gold plated vintage clasp on it. Paperclip chains are really in, but because it's gold plated, you know, won't expect loads for it. This is quite nice though. This is a nice heavy gold plated chain bracelet. So not only is it like heavy, but it's also like a nice thick gold plating on it as well. You can tell that this one is like a nice quality one because they have put a good clasp on it as well. And you can see just the edges there where some of the gold plating has come away, but I mean, that's on the clasp, that's, you know, a given. And then there is a stamp on there as well, but I think that is just a stamp, like a French, yeah, that's just like a French gold plate stamp, which you see like on a lot of their stuff, because their gold plating is really nice. But I think that's a rather fabulous bracelet. It's got a nice chunk to it and a nice size as well. A little bit too big for me. It would sit like down there on me, but really lovely and in really nice condition that as well. So chuffed with that one. That's cool. This is a spenny necklace that I didn't spend a lot on, but I've looked it up. I've had this brand before, Biche de Bear, so B-I-C-H-E, and then D-E, and then B-E-R-E. Vintage Brutalist design on this one. Similar, I've sold online for between 80 and 150, which is mental for a bit of costume jewellery. I didn't know that it was that brand when I first bought it. I just saw the design and I was like, oh, that's cool, because they look a little bit like artist palettes and a little bit like faces and a little bit like clouds and a little bit like, you know, smiling people going to eat each other and things. But it's a very cool design. I very much like it. And then when I got it back and I saw, well, there's design number on there, and then that's where it says the Biche de Bear, Biche de Bear. I have no idea how you actually say it, but a very cool design. Put that next to this modernist one as well. Rather groovy, aren't they? I like them. So you have to have the coffee. Helps with your throat. Ah, yes. So in the previous video, I had that make D''ANA and I couldn't find out anything. These, again, I bought these from 2 different places, 2 different days. And I managed to find the same brand that I'd never heard of before, and I bought them just because I quite like the designs. So this one is signed that Diana on the back there, but a very different design on this one. So I don't know if it's a French brand or anything really, but I very much like these discs that have got rather lovely, probably Swarovski crystals in these ones. So I think that's rather cool. Very like sort of space age look to that one, isn't it? I don't like the order in which these are going down. Hold on. Let me reconfigure this bit. I think that bit there, and then that bit, and then this bit. Yeah. I know, bit weird. And another unknown one, and an unknown time period. But sometimes you just have to kind of put elements together. So I think this might be like Bohemian or Czech glass. It is, yeah, it is glass. Tap it on your teeth, it's glass. Sometimes it's weird how your fingertips can't tell the difference between glass and plastic, but your teeth can, innit? But yeah, so this lovely kind of moon glowish, almost looks like lucite plastic, doesn't it? But it's definitely glass, so I think it might be Czech. And then like the surrounds look like it as well. And then you've got these really interesting like S-links on it, which is quite bizarre. So I don't know if it's, you know, like say 1960s, 70s, or if it's earlier. So an odd one, that one. Odd. But let me know what you think on that one. I think it's quite cool. This one is definitely a Brutalist one, absolutely. I think I might have had this design before, but possibly with a different stone in it. Maybe not this turquoise colour stone, maybe like a green one or something, or maybe even a bit of abalone. But I love that design with the cross hatching there. It's so just like, you know, absolutely like Brutalist. That's a South Bank kind of image. Or like, there's so much French Brutalist architecture in Lyon as well, besides the beautiful facades of things, like the Art Nouveau and things like that, and the lovely old buildings. There's also some like real 60s buildings, which are also kind of fabulous as well. It's cool. What gold tone stuff have we got? Maybe I'll just do all the silver tone stuff on that side. Actually, no, I'll show you this one. This is a nice find as well. So it's a bit of French gold filled. Signed Savard on one of the little loops there. You can buy the same one, the exact same one on eBay right now for £80 if you wanted. It's not mine, it's someone else's. But mine is in better condition. I love this chain. That is just gorgeous, isn't it? And then it's got this little dangle with the little charm on it. And then it's got the dog clip. That's where it's signed. And then this beautiful, huge ring. Oof, that is a beast. Rather lovely, isn't it? And a lovely, lovely colour to it as well. So chuffed with that one. I think I got that one at Le Pouce de Canal. I bought this and I think like the cigarette case from earlier and something else off of that guy. Managing to sort of barter in part English, part French is always fun, always fun. These are gorgeous. I got this one in on like the first or second day, the first day I think. Can't remember how much it cost, but these are beautiful and in such nice condition. You often find that you know, bits of the enamel are falling out or the gold tone is like chipping away, but these are in lovely, lovely condition. Look at the insides on that blue enamel. Absolutely beautiful. And of course the really nice thing about these ones is that they are hinged as well, so even easier to put on. And lovely stacking with, get an armful of these or just stacking against something else. Just gorgeous, aren't they? Really super pretty cloisonné. Love those. Sorry if it is a bit jumpy. I'm having to like stop and have a cough and things like that again. Not because I'm ill, but like, no, it just happens, doesn't it? It just happens. Right, let's give you some smaller silver bits. Now this one, it is signed, but it's like stamped really badly, and this is all I've got from it. So I've got YDART as the stamp. It's like double stamped, and I think maybe part of the first part of it isn't stamped properly, and then in there's a stamp as well, and I can't read what it says, but it's definitely sterling silver. It's got the French like trombone clasp on it as well. I think possibly Art Deco. I just don't know who that is signed by, but I love the shape of those leaves. I've got like a very similar plant in my bedroom. Kind of fun. So if anybody can shed any light on that, that would be much appreciated. Another new designer to me, and then again, really weird. I managed to pick up 2 bits by the same designer that I've never heard of before in 2 different places on 2 different days. So this is the designer Prat de Cibra, which is obviously, you know, it'd probably be like Près de Cibra, something like that. So some interesting silver plated earrings there. You can currently buy these as well on their website, £45 brand new if you wanted those. And then, yeah, bizarrely, same designer, different place, different day. I managed to get a necklace by them as well. So this is their, so I found that out by going on their website. You know, I found that designer and then I saw their logo, and that is their logo printed on there. So that's cool, isn't it? Quite nice little simple design, like the little daisy flower just on a plain silver plated chain, but kind of cute. Did I see how much this one? Oh, again, that one was £45 pounds brand new as well. Madness, isn't it? £45. Obviously some kind of popular designer. Never heard of them though. Now a French designer that we do know, because we've had a couple of bits from them this morning. This is another Agatha Paris ring. Sorry, another Agatha Paris item, this time a ring. This is the Sun ring, which you can get in a gold tone as well. This is a silver plated one. I didn't see how much it was like online, but I like that shape. I think that's quite what am I thinking, like industrial almost, like it's been done with a chainsaw or something. But there you go, signed on the back there. Rather cool. I wouldn't ask too much for a ring. It tends to be like the bracelets and stuff that sell a bit better for Agatha Paris. But there we go. Another unknown designer, but I really like this one because again it looks like the Uno de 50 one. So yeah, just put unknown designer on that one. I thought that might have been a signature on there, but no, that's just like a molding process kind of thing. And it's all of these double like geometric shaped loops with a bit of leather cord there. So doesn't it look like Uno de 50? Like it totally looks like something they would do, but I've looked all over, polished it up and everything, can't see a signature. Absolute bugger. But there we go. I still think it's cool, and it's really heavy as well. You can tell it's like nice quality and stuff. Gold tone things. Oh no, I'm just going to stay over here. Why not? Fabulous earrings. I found the same ones online. They're on Etsy for £35, but not with me. These are a little bit worn. I think the ones that are £35 maybe not quite as worn as these ones. I love the stars though. I think they're super pretty, aren't they? Nice, good heavy quality on those as well. Lovely clip-ons. Really cute. We'll have a little starry corner going on down there maybe. And this one I got because of the fob. I do like fobs, and I did consider taking it off this. But actually it's properly attached on there, so it would mean, oh no, it's not. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether, I don't think it was originally on this, you see, but I don't see why to take it off. Like, it's kind of cool, but this, I don't think they are original to each other. This is an Luxor steel, really lightweight one, and then this one you could tell is a bit of a heavier metal, and then that is glass in there as well. Slightly different coloured tones as well. I don't know. Would you separate them and sell them separately? I'm not sure. I think that would be quite cool, like either on a charm bracelet like this or as a pendant. It's a lovely colour blue though, isn't it? I think that's really quite nice. You can sit there with these, showing off your lovely blue bits. Very special. Got some more fab earrings. I do love a fab clip-on. You tend to find, I reckon, that like the more fabulous clip-on earrings come in clip-ons. These are by Rossi Bijoux, made in France. That is what they are stamped. I have found similar online as well. I think these are rather groovy. proper like drag pat butchery kind of things. They were a lot of fun, very much like them. Some unsigned ones, or at least I think they're unsigned. There is a bit of a mark and then I'm just not sure. So I've just put artisan, and these are silver plate, like hammered style. I don't know if in that crease there, I keep seeing like a name there, and then I look closer and it isn't, or is that a mark and then it's not? I don't know. There might, it just, I'm not sure, but I quite like them anyway. I like that they're these little sort of bizarre wheel shapes with this fold in it. There's something very unusual and yeah, artisan-y kind of look to them. I do appreciate that. What's next? Oh, yeah, this is quite a sweet one. Just a vintage little pendant necklace, gold-plated one. But that in there, that's a diamond. Little diamond chip in there with a little illusion cut around it that makes the diamond sparkle and makes it look bigger and stuff. But, I mean, a little diamond. Can't say no to a little diamond, can you? Quite a sweet little pendant. Just some simple green coloured clip-ons, but I thought the colour green on them was quite nice. I don't think I can't see any designer on them, and they might not be that particularly old either, but quite simple look. I just really like the colour green on them. I thought it definitely had a gripoir kind of look to it, even though it isn't. But yeah, I like them. Looks quite nice next to that. Different colour greens there, but it's got it going on, hasn't it? This is a nice colour green as well. This is 925. Like the surround is 925 and the bail is 925, but it was on a chain that wasn't. So I'll probably replace the chain at some point. Now this one is testing as either a jadeite or a spinel. I was expecting it to be a quartz, but it went way past quartz. Look at the striations and stuff in that. Like that is really cool, isn't it? So it looks like cracks and things, or a bit like moss. It's not a moss agate, I know that, but isn't that lovely? Can you see it properly there? All the lines and stuff going through. It's probably dyed, or possibly dyed, I'm not sure, but yeah, I just really like that. Greens, green corner there, lovely. Let's add to it a bit more. Oh, actually, I put you on the wrong side. You're gold tone. You should sit there. There we are. It's all right. Don't worry. I'll replace it with another beautiful colour. This is a lovely old turquoise ring. Isn't that a lovely colour of turquoise? Modern setting. Very kind of rustic. You see these a lot where it's literally just like they bezel set it quite roughly and then really, really simple and then just like fuse it together. These are quite mass produced but still rather lovely, especially when they have quite a nice stone like that one in it. It's just a really good colour, that one. I do like a bit of turquoise. This ring unfortunately isn't silver. I bought it, you know, when I said about like getting that right kind of colour for a tarnished silver. I was thinking that this might be the right colour for a tarnished silver, but no, unfortunately not. It's got an Etruscan look to it. I think it's just like a mass-produced, either low-grade silver, because it didn't test properly as silver, or like a silver plate. It could probably be polished up a little bit better, but yeah, unfortunately not silver. It would have been nice, but never mind. Never mind. But don't worry, because later on we have some things that I didn't think were going to be precious metal and then turned out to be precious metal. That's always lovely, isn't it? Yes. Meanwhile, here's another modernist, unknown designer necklace. This one's in blue. Now you see how atomic, kind of, not atomic kitten, just atomic design. Is this bonkers thing? Right, hang on. Let's get it out properly. Because it's got these elements to it and then some elements are joined together, and oh, turn it round the right way. Come on now. It's bonkers. Come on, this isn't an unbagging video, don't be naughty. Look at that, isn't that crazy? So I love these rings. The only thing that throws me is that these look like slightly more modern, like cabochons. I'm not sure if these would have been maybe used so much like back in the 60s when I reckon this might have been made. Who knows? Let me know what you think though, whether you think that's right. Opinions are welcome, and knowledge even more so. Another unknown designer, but I just really like the spirals on these. More silver plate again. I was hoping that these might have been silver, but they're not. Definitely some kind of like weird artisan made thing, I reckon, because it's got these handmade like ear wires to them. But they just reminded me of kind of like propellers, plain propellers, which I thought were quite cool. Like them. What next? Another bit of silver. Go on, let's have another bit of silver, and then we'll go for some more gold. This is actual silver. Silver and enamel. How pretty is that? I love that it's got this little curve to it as well, that it's not just a straight across bit of enamel with the pink and purple flowers. It's quite sweet, isn't it? But yeah, just like that little curve to it. I thought that was an unusual part of the design. Right, gold tone stuff. I bought off of, remember I showed you the brooches in the last one, and I said that he had some new with tags, well not new with tags, new old stock with tags, stuff on their original cards. So I bought some beautiful French gold plated earrings. So they have the little gold plated mark on one of each of them, I think it is. Yeah, like across, oh, I didn't know that one actually has. Oh no, it's just a design. It's got like a design on there. That's cool. But yeah, I don't know who ML is. If you guys know, that would be really good. So plaque or means gold plated. The orbit is gold. You know, like, did you ever buy the coffee Law, L''OR? So it's kind of like gold blend, but like a posh way of saying it. So that's what or is. It's gold. So this is gold plated, 18 carats gold plated, whoever ML is. But these are like super duper old, but look how lovely condition they are. So I've got those ones, and honestly people have got these listed online like new on card as well for between 40 and 80 pounds, because honestly French gold plating is just gorgeous. See, beautiful. And then these ones are really nice. Again, ML on their cards. There's like prices written, old prices written on some of these as well. That's a really nice design, isn't it? And then these ones are my favorites. Like, look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? Almost like Creole designs. And then, here you go. Back in the day, 60 cents. Or 60 or 80. 60 or 80 cents. But that would have been, you know, like, what? This is like 1940s or 50s maybe. 50 cents was probably quite a lot. So, yeah. I'd like to have one of those currency converters where you could work out like, you know, 50 Parisian cents or French cents back in the 1940s. How much is that now? There probably is a website out there that can do it. I just haven't looked properly. And then these ones are lovely as well. These were from a different seller. These are nice Art Nouveau style ones. Different maker again. This is AS, whoever that is. And these are just the little simple wires. But how pretty are those? They almost look like bugs, don't they? Like with those their wings. But very pretty Art Nouveau design there. Just so nice to get something like on their original cards. I think that's so cool. So cool. And then I've got these ones, which are more modern ones. They're still vintage, but these are more modern. Plaque or guarantee, so guaranteed gold plating. And these are just little flowers. Very kind of 60s looking, those, aren't they? Honestly, you would just think they were gold. Like, French gold plating is just spot on. Magnifique. Magnifique. Oui. Okay, let's go back to some silvery bits. Silvery bits. I love this bunny. So French silver plate checkerboard rabbit. Now the clasp bit on it, I think a bit of the trombone clasp has come away. I think it would have been a trombone clasp, but now it's just a simple C clasp. It still works perfectly fine, but I think it would have been a trombone one. But I think he is adorable, lovely, weird, like very kind of, I don't know, White Rabbit, Alice in Wonderland bizarreness about it. Bit Twin Peaks, you know? Do you get me? No? Is it just me? Okay, I understand. It's okay. And then some more little animal for the lols. I thought this was super cute. I had to get it because it's got a whole heap of cats on it and some teddy bears, quite randomly. But look at these jolly little cats. I mean, he's just having a great old time, isn't he? You know? Hilarious. I think they're such fun. That's super cute. Who doesn't love a bunny and a cat? No maker on that one either. Such a shame. Never mind. Beautiful little bit of amber, anyone? Absolutely. Another modernist style one with this like beaten kind of effect. A bit atomic looking as well. This one is a huge size. It's a size V. This is my, no, that's my fattest finger. And it only just kind of sits there. But it would still fall off. I think it's just stamped 925. I couldn't see any other like maker's marks or anything on it, but I thought that was a really cool design. And of course, got to have a bit of amber and silver. Always lovely to find that. A modern one. I've got a bit of Guess bangles and bracelets and earrings. Do sell quite well for me. Just a little hinged one like so. They're not the most amazing quality or anything. People like the sort of Y2K spell out kind ofness to it. So if I can get it cheap enough, I will always buy Guess. And I've found a lot of the Guess stuff I have bought has been from France. So maybe it's a popular brand over there. Like, who knows? Who can say? Lovely French gold-filled feathers. Look at these. The colour on this is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? That's really pretty. I found the same one online as well. This one, I couldn't find a signature on them. A lot of the French gold-filled stuff are signed, or at least they will say like Fix or like Aurea or something like that on it. But these ones aren't. But I really love those feathers. They almost look like waves, don't they? Like waves crashing. I think they're gorgeous. And it's a beautiful, like rosy gold colour, that one. Very, very handsome. Another little pretty necklace. Again, I will get them if they're cheap enough. They don't, you know, sell for loads, but they're just cute. Get rid of that little bit of fuzz there. I was hoping that might be a genuine stone in the middle, but it's not. It's just a little bit of glass. But I do like a dainty little heart. I thought that was quite sweet. And why not? Oh, this is one of the first pickups on the first day as well. When in France, have some champagne. It's just a little pin. There's no signature on it or anything. I thought maybe it might be, you know, at best Swarovski, but then looking at the quality of the crystals, I don't think they are. But it's cute, you know. Champagne in a bucket. Why not? This one is signed. This is an Italian one. Pia d'Oro. Italian mermaid or Neptune. Well, merman, really, isn't it? He's got it looks like steel green. He's got a lovely big beard. And then a lovely tail and a big fork. I just wonder, like, you know, like mermen and their beards, what do they use to, well, I suppose the salt water would, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Just the practicalities, you know, of keeping a beard, such as, yeah. This is a cool one. When I look this up, it comes up with a bunch of modernist artists whose names I can't remember now. Something Jordan, like, but I'm not sure because I can't see anything that's identical to this and there's no signatures on it. But it's definitely of like this weird, like 1960s, 70s designer who, I don't know, it's quite possible that it is this, but because I can't see anything identical, I don't want to say, but I thought he was rather groovy anyway, and I like the stance, the, you know, hand on hip kind of meh attitude to him I thought was rather groovy. Some more rather fabulous clip-on earrings. Oh, these ones I got from the same guy that I bought that from. And I like these ones. So even though they're unsigned, I like them because they've got little shaker gems in them. So when you're jumping around on the dance floor, your earrings will also like shake and move. Isn't that cool? Delightful. I think you might have seen me pick this one up as well. On one of the first days. So this is another French gold-plated item, but so it's Italy but written in French, so you know, a bit of a niche market for that one, although you never know, you know, someone might have, you know, be French and living in Italy. There you go. That's the little French gold plate like thing on there as well, somewhere on there. And I think, is there one? I'm sure I saw one somewhere. Anyway, maybe I imagined it, I don't know. But yeah, so that's like, they've got little Italian French names on there as well. So I think you can see Naples on there and like Milan, is that Tigis there, I think. Yeah, so the French person living in Italy might appreciate that. I know it's niche, but I quite liked it. So there we go. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I'm showing you a beautiful thing too soon, but you know, it's cool. Right, this is sterling silver and little gold elements. It's a 1900s French bracelet. Yes, the same one online I have found for £500. That is not my price though. That is not my price. But isn't she gorgeous? There's the French hallmarks on there. Lovely big spring ring on there, bolt clasp. And then look at those knots. Like, isn't that just gorgeous? Like the way that these little bits there have been constructed with the little gold nubbins, like the little I suppose shamrocks really, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful links. I think that is absolutely stunning. Just gorgeous, but not the most gorgeous thing that I have got. So don't worry, there is more gorgeous coming. I do love my French knot stuff. Another gold-plated chain. This one is signed fix. These always sell for me, and a lot of them go to America as well. They just look like gold. They look like really nice, high carat, high quality gold. I think they are absolutely stunning. I love these French knot stations. I think they are beautiful, and you know, I will always buy them. I bought this one from Marilyn. She always has really, really nice quality ones. I've seen other ones like in the brocants, same designs and things, but they're, you know, super, super old and worn and dirty. Whereas like the ones I bought from hers have always been in like really, really beautiful condition. So I am chuffed with that one. This is another one I got from Marilyn as well. That one's a necklace. This is more of a watch chain. But because of the length on it, and I previously sold one almost identical to this one. Again, it went to America, I think. Because of the length on this one, you can wrap it round and wear it as a bracelet. How nice is that? Or you could wear it as a choker as well, but only just though. I think, no, actually that is a quite comfortable choker, a little bit longer than a choker. And of course, if you wear it like that as a necklace, as a choker length necklace, then you can dangle a cool little pendant from there as well. So a lot of people are wearing them like that. I think that is gorgeous with the little flowers in there. That is a beautiful, beautiful, lovely looking chain in lovely minty fresh condition. That one, just handsome. And another bit of French gold plate because I just can't resist it. And this one, you will see why. This one is a slightly more modern, but I would still say like, I don't know, maybe like 1960s, 70s perhaps. 70s I would say maybe because of like the etching there. But look, a little couple on a bench. Je t'aime. Yeah, that's sweet, isn't it? Nothing on the back, so you could maybe like get that engraved if you wanted to. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Little like anniversary present or something. Rather sweet. Okay, some fabulous earrings. Another unknown designer on this one. Brushed kind of steel. Oh, I need another polish on that one. There we go. Needs another polish. But it's brushed steel look, but I think it's actually silver plated. But I really like the design on those. I thought that had a very industrial kind of, almost like a TARDIS as well, look to those. Very modernist. They look modern, but they're vintage. But they're modern You know what I mean, don't you? A statement D. I think I got this one on one of the first days as well. Or did I get it at the Brocante? No, actually, I really can't remember. But a rather fab bit of sterling silver, this one. I love this beaten effect. Rather statement. It's cool because it's also adjustable as well. But how nice is that? That sits really nice, but just don't punch anyone in it, you know? That might hurt you more than them, maybe. But I do like that one. Another little sterling silver ring. Had to be done because it's a snake. And you know how I love little Art Deco snakes. This one is an adjustable one. So at the moment it's a size Q, but you can make it bigger or smaller. I'm pretty sure I've had almost identical to this one before. And he went to America. He's lovely, isn't he? Look at his cute little eyes. Handsome boy. There will be more snakes coming up soon. Don't you worry about that. Right, let's have some more goldy bits. Oh, I bought a movie camera. How cute is this? I was quite tempted to keep it for the doll's house. I might still, I don't know. I don't know. Quite possibly. I thought, again, it might polish up a little bit nicer than it does, but you can see the copper coming through and the gold tone. But I think that just gives it a real kind of like genuine vintage look, you know? So I'm not sure whether I'll be keeping that or not. We shall see. It might end up in the doll's house as like a little display item from when I ever get round to doing the doll's house, which I am in absolutely no rush to do at all. Another cool little pendant. We've got a bug. I was quite tempted to get some of the cicadas because that's what this is. It's a little gold tone cicada. I don't think this one's a gold plated one. No. She had lots of Art Deco ones. If you can get a nice like Bakelite ones, some people are asking like in the hundreds for those, so I might look for one of those next time I'm over there, like from her wall of them. They're just really hard to get to and hard to tell like what they are, especially because we went at night time and it was dark, and so it was just really hard to see. And as you've seen with Marilyn's, like there's not much light in there. Right, this one is a proper like gorgeous French gold filled, and this one says Plaque Or Elect EZ. No idea, but exactly the same brooch is on eBay for £160. Insane. Don't charge that much for them. But there you go. That's where it's signed there. Beautiful gold plating on that. Like really thick gold plate. When we say gold plate in the UK, we think of like just basic gold plate where it'll come off after a while, and that generally tends to be 4 microns thick. This gold plating is 50 microns thick, roughly. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. But it's around 10 times the amount of gold. And that's what makes it such good quality. That's why, you know, these have lasted for, you know, like over a century and they still look delicious. You know, that is like from the late 1800s probably and still looks lovely. You know, this is from like the 1930s probably and still looks gorgeous. So, you know, the gold plating, French gold plating is beautiful. Look at this one. This is by George Legros. It's signed GL on the back. So George and then Legros. This is such nice quality that honestly I bought this from Remy's shop. And I was showing him, I was like, dude, you've got real gemstones in there. I was like, look, there's a ruby. That's probably a sapphire, and I think that one tested as emerald, and those are, I think, real pearls on there as well. It is really nice old vintage. You know, and I was telling him this, and then he wouldn't, you know, I was like, let me, you know, he basically only charged me €8 for it, and I was like, okay, like, thank you so much, you know. But to be fair, I did take him over a bunch of pin badges and you make like a few hundred out of them. So, you know, it's only fair. It's only fair. This is another signed one. This is Ornate, which again is like fix. So it's like a brand of French gold filled. This is another really nice chain. So another one that you can wrap around twice if you wanted and wear as a bracelet or wear as a necklace. I love that kind of infinity like chain. That's really quite wearable item, that one, I think, because it's got like, it's not too fussy. Like those ones are a little bit, like that one is very fussy. That's a little bit fussy, but that one is just like a bit of a unisex look. That one, that's not too fussy. It's quite nice, isn't it? Quite nice. Got a bit of Disney. This one is 1980s Disney. I think I found some online. Someone had a whole bunch of them. So whether they were like, obviously they were mass produced, but I mean, were they like, I don't know, given away with something? But someone had the whole collection anyway. This one is just Donald Duck. The more acceptable of Disney characters, I think. I want to put him there. That's hilarious. That amuses me immensely. I've got a little bee. When I first went to Paris, I think it was, and, or was it Lyon actually? One of the first brocons I went to, and I bought this lovely little, I think it was a dragonfly, which I think is still on my Etsy, but hey ho. And it has the same sort of mechanism where you twist it in like that. So a little scatter pin. So this is another gold filled one. Little bee though. Super pretty, isn't it? He's very cute. So you might have like a few together, you know, the dragonfly and the bee and maybe a ladybird or something. That would be quite cute, wouldn't it? Okay, next one. I think this is Edwardian. It is signed M and then like an S in a circle or something and then U. But if you type that in, it'll come up with like Milwaukee State University or something like that, and it's not that. But this is like one of those belt style ones. So this is in sterling silver, and then it's adjustable like so. So it is the problem with these ones is that they tend to, like, someone will wear it on, say, that one, and then they'll all get bent out of shape. So it is a little bit bent out of shape, but not too bad. But it's cool because it adjusts, you know, and like it'll change with the size of your wrists as you grow older. So you might give it to like a little kid or a teenager as a present. Would be quite nice. But yeah, nice Edwardian one. I think this one is Edwardian as well. Again, very popular crescent moons. I do like to pick up a crescent moon. I think they're really pretty. This is just a little brass and paste one. So nothing too silver. It's not, you know, it's not gold and diamonds, unfortunately. But I think that's the only diamond I've got this time. I don't think I've got any more diamonds on this one. I do have some beautiful garnets coming up though, so wait for that one. But yeah, I do like a little crescent moon though. We'll put it around that diamond and make a wish. This is another one that I was hoping would be silver, but it's not. It's silver plate, but actually no, sorry, it's low grade silver. So probably around about say 600 to 800 on this one. So 600 to 800, like a part silver out of 1,000. Victorian Albertina chain. So this is like a watch chain, but watch chain, a more delicate one for a lady. And then the little fob on this, the little tassel, is to like counterweight like the watch or whatever. But that would go in the button and then that would clip on. That's rather pretty though, isn't it? And you would put that in your pocket and go, oh look. I like these designs though. I think they're rather handsome. I do have one of those tassels and a couple of Albert chains as well, but more chunky ones and British, like hallmarks on them. This is a cute little necklace. This is in sterling silver, and it's got a great little French phrase on it, La Vie en Rose, which is a song by Edith Piaf. I have been to Edith Piaf's grave in Paris, in Père Lachaise, and, you know, said all right. But yeah, La Vie en Rose, it's like looking at the world through rose tinted glasses in a way. A life in pink. it means. Isn't that sweet? I've got some bunnies. I love these bunnies. Again, I bought them off two different people at two different times. How on earth? I have no idea, but there we go. They are signed Gibbs on the back. They are 1950s, I think it was. And someone has got the same one online for £30 each. They're silver plated, but they are rather comedic little characters. They've got braces and a little pipe. And I just like how the detail goes onto the back as well. You know, sometimes with pendants, you know, they only do the fronts of them, but I just like that they are both sides. They're fun. I might sell them together because I think maybe someone might want, you know, like a pair of earrings out of them or something. That would be quite cool. Couple more gold tone bits. I have this exact brooch, but with a purple stone in it. Yes, I do. So this is another one by George Lagros. So very famous maker of the beautiful gold plate. So there you go, this signed GL there, nice trombone clasp, and then a beautiful cut blue glass stone in the middle. Like I said, mine one that I already owned is a purple one, so when I saw this I went yoink, hello, you're coming home with me, George. And he was fine with it, so that's all good. This one is a beautiful Art Deco one, again with the blue stone in it. Not quite the same. No, this one's more of a sky blue, that one. But how beautiful deco is that? Again, it just looks like propeller blades, doesn't it? You can see where their inspiration comes from sometimes, can't you? I think that is glorious. I love that wave to it. Again, French trombone clasp. Lovely, lovely. Very kind of iconic looking, that one. Another one I've got very similar to this one as well already. I think I might have sold it actually. So this is another French brooch. It's got like gold fill brooch. It's got a replacement stone in there as well. I think it would have originally had a pearl in it, but look at this detailed little flowers, slightly different color. This is more of a yellow gold, and then that's more of like an orangey pink gold. And then beautiful, beautiful. Even the back is beautiful. Really, really super pretty. So it's got a little red stone in there right now. But yeah, I think it probably would have been a pearl perhaps in the middle originally. Oh, just a little pendant. I got this from the BIJOUX. I don't know why I particularly picked it up. It is silver and pearl, but it's tiny. It's tiny. Probably shouldn't have bought that, but it's, you know, a cute little bit. It's silver. It'll go on a chain and be pretty. And then these are sterling silver as well. These are quite nice. Little etched teardrops. Like, I like how they just sort of look like they're almost twisted, but not. They're flat, you see, but interesting. And sterling silver. A bit of Egyptian silver. So this one has got Egyptian hallmarks on it there. So a little sterling silver ankh. I mean, I'm never going to really pass up the chance to buy silver cheap. So, you know, if you can, you might as well, isn't it? You might as well. Again, something I bought two of accidentally. That one was off the guy that I bought that from. And then this one was off another store in the BIJOUX. And I was like, these are silver. Like, and they are. These are sterling silver little medals. So I looked them up, and they are actually awarded, and they are called the Order of the Academy of Palms, or the Academic Palms, sorry. And they are given to like university professors and lecturers as like a, I want to say like a CBE kind of thing, but like an honorary sort of medal given to lecturers and teachers and things like that. So they are sterling silver. They do have French hallmarks on them as well. So you can see it down there. And I think one of them is positioned somewhere. Oh no, they both got their hallmarks on the bottom. They're French hallmarks. And then they are enameled. They both should have been originally on this like purple ribbon. Obviously this one has lost it. And some of them are losing a little bit, only a little bit of enamel in places. But I thought they were just quite interesting. And again, I found two of them. Bonkers. Why are they coming up in twos? Is it Noah's Ark jewellery or something? Mentor. Okay, we're getting down to the last bits. I bought another locket. These lockets always sell for me as well. I didn't buy loads of them this time. I only bought this particular one because it's got such a cool French design on it, with the fleur de lis. And it is a lovely locket as well. So where's the open like that? This is another French gold filled one. It is deep enough for you to put your stash in there if you so desired, but lovely color on that. And I do like a fleur de lis. It's got this little bit of random extra chain on it, so you could put it on a charm bracelet or wear it as a pendant if you wanted. Just as handsome on the back there as well. But yeah, I do love a lovely French gold filled fleur de lis. This was a nice surprise. I didn't expect this to be what it was. I think this was in one of the indoor stores in the BIJOUX. This I bought and it was all tarnished, and I was like, oh, maybe it's, you know, might turn out to be silver. Not only does it turn out to be silver, but it also turns out to be the designer Cords and Lichtenfels, which I think is German, I think. Yeah, German, post-war modernist, rather fabulous, in sterling silver, and then these bits are gold over sterling silver. So that turned from it being like a £20 brooch to like a £40 brooch, because Cords and Lichtenfels are quite collectible. I've got a few of their bits which are also just as lovely. If you fancy a snake, I can give you 2 snakes and then another 2. This one is a coiled snake slider pendant. How handsome is he with his green? So you can put your necklace like through there and use that as a slider, or you could put it on cord or something like that. Maybe even if you're feeling rather adventurous, put it in your hair. But actually he would be that way around, I suppose. Yep. But isn't he lovely? Looks a bit like a question mark. He's got an awesome little unusual Victorian Etruscan kind of looking face to him, and then these beautiful green glass cabochons, but yeah, in brass and glass. Rather fabulous Art Deco there. And then another coiled snake. This one is in sterling silver. He is a beautiful Art Deco one. He has got French hallmarks on him, and then a lovely little red glass bit in his head there. You can wear him as a brooch. There's the hallmarks there, the French hallmarks, or as a pendant. I would love to wear him as a pendant. I think he is rather fabulous, isn't he? We do have some more snakes coming up, folks, in a second. Let me show you one last brooch here, and then we're getting on to like the top 10, I guess. This is a beautiful Art Deco red glass brooch. It is silver plated. I was hoping that it would be silver when I first found it because the tarnish was right, but cleaning it up and testing it, like, no, unfortunately not sterling silver. But look at those bits of glass there. Isn't that gorgeously deco? They just look like beautiful little red sweeties or something. That's gorgeous color red. I think that's super, super handsome. Love that. Love that for us. And then we've got a big chunk of silver. And I mean a chunk. This is stunning and looks slightly familiar, doesn't it? That's what I thought when I first picked it up. I was like, oh, I've had that bangle before, or at least, you know, something very, very similar to it. But it's actually by a different designer. This is by a French designer that currently still makes and sells stuff. Jacques Moniquet. So there you go. So it is signed on there as well, Moniquet. These are currently selling online for between 180 and 350 pounds. 33 grams this. But yeah, so you can buy this exact one for, well, brand new for 350 pounds. But isn't that rather handsome? So because I thought it was that Scottish designer that I found like not so long ago, but no, this is a French one. I just love that crumpled silver look. Like, that's really cool, isn't it? Really cool. So I do like that. I might wear it for a little bit and then sell it. Who knows? I say I keep these things and then it just goes in a jewellery box and kind of never comes out again. So you can stop me from doing that if you like. A gorgeous little pendant. little gold filled pendant, Art Nouveau one from about the 1910s. This is the Iris Lady. She does have a different name, but I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, circa 1910 on this one. She's a little stunner, isn't she? You find quite a few designs like this. I love how it's, again, not marked at the back, so you could engrave your own thing if you wanted. But yeah, you can get these in sterling silver, like roughly the same design, and in like gold tone, more modern ones. But this is a proper like antique one in gold filled. Gorgeousness. Okay, a couple more snakes. 2 last snakes. I had to get snake bangles. When I saw them in Maryland's, I was like, yes, absolutely. So this one is gold filled and enamel. So it's got enamel work round there, which is rather lovely. He's got a handsome looking face. It looks like it should be adjustable, but it's not. That is like all one piece, like there. So, but it is still a decent size. Like I can get that on really quite easily. So that's not too bad. You can even wear it, like if you've got slender arms, as a cool upper arm bangle. But he's ace, isn't he? And then my favourite one, this one is beautiful. So he's another one that's got like red stones. This one is signed Fix there. So this is a lovely French gold filled one. Slightly more, you can see it's like a two-tone. There's like the yellow gold and then there's the rosy gold. And it's an adjustable one as well. And considering that it's adjustable, there is such little wear actually to wear. It is the, you know, the bits where they join, where they would rub. So this has been kept in a really, really nice condition. This one, absolutely glorious. I love that. Love it. Right, we've got a couple of accidental bits. So, you know, I said earlier about there were some things I thought might be silver. And they ended up not being, and went like, oh, boo. Well, I've got something, this, which I thought might be gold filled, and it's not. It's gold. Yeah, it tests as a nice gold. I don't think that it was a pendant on something. I think that this was like on perhaps a stone, like a gemstone or something like that, and that it's fallen off, and that someone was like, well, I don't want to lose that, so I am going to wear it as a pendant because I think it just looks a bit weird. It might even be a brooch or something. You can see that there's like other construction bits that it just wouldn't have had if it was just a plain old, and like something has come off the top there. So I think it's definitely like a part of something else, but it is testing as at least 9 karat gold. I mean, happy days. That doesn't happen twice, does it? You know, that's like, you know, one of the first things that I bought there, and it turned out to be gold. Yeah, certainly doesn't happen twice. Oh, yes, it does. This tie clip I bought from the Brocante. I think I paid €2 for it. There's no marks on it. Well, there's a mark as in, like, that's where, like, the little, you know, clipper goes down on, like that kind of wear mark, but there's no hallmarks or anything like that. But it all tests as at least 14 karat gold. And if this is Chinese, this is probably like a Chinese symbol for, you know, wealth, fortune, prosperity, that kind of thing. It's more likely that it would actually be a higher carat, such as an 18 or maybe even a 22. This is 6 grams, and so I should get back at least, because I will probably scrap this one in, at least like 200 quid back, I should imagine. So see, some things just turn into gold. Yep. Right, we're on the last 4, folks. So in the last video you had some Christian Lacroix. Who is the other French designer that you think that I would think would be fabulous? And you are right, it is Jean-Paul Gaultier. So I do have, well, okay, so this is a random one. This is a one-off design. It is made by Nicholas Frangos, that is a Greek designer, a Greek jewellery maker that does one-off designs. Well, this is a one-off design. You can still get very similar rings off of his website right now for £400. I think, although I think maybe one of them is in the sale as well. And then I've seen a sold one for £290, and that had one big stone and then two little stones next to it. So this is two reasonably big stones. These are Swarovski crystals as designed and signed by Jean-Paul Gaultier. So as we were saying previously, Swarovski do not license their crystals to anyone else now. So you're not allowed to use Swarovski crystals. Only Swarovski are allowed to use them. So this is a bit of a naughty one. However, isn't that cool though? I love this frosted effect. It almost looks like an iceberg or something, doesn't it? Really, really cool. And yes, signed Jean-Paul Gaultier. So, you know, you can wear it and go like, here's my JPG ring. Fabulous. Fabulous. Isn't it, sweetie? And what could be better, you know, than having one French designer? And as we previously saw, there was some, you know, Christian Lacroix, and what could be better than having one piece of Christian Lacroix? And that's having two. Yes, because he gave me, I was like, how much if I buy two of them? And so he did give me a bit of a discount on each one for buying two. I was like, solid. And I nearly was like, I'll have all. And then I was like, no, don't. Just go for the iconic ones. I loved the earrings. I thought they was amazing. And then I love this one as well. This is from 1990s. There is, okay, one sold back in 2012 and it sold for 13 euros. And I was like, the fudge? Like, how? 13 euros. And then I looked at the other things that were for sale, like in the same auction, and it was stuff like Gucci handbags, Hermes stuff, and some of them didn't sell at all, and then some of them went for like silly prices and like low prices. None of them went for like what they should have done. So I'm wondering if like that's basically just some kind of anomaly. That's like, that was weird. The fact that like a Hermes bag didn't sell for like 200 euros is just insane. So something went wrong with that auction. I have no idea. But another one has sold online. Almost, you can tell it's like in the same range as this one because it's got the same elements, but I don't think it has like those bits on it. Sold for £450, and then someone has got a very similar one, again from the same range, with same elements but not exactly the same design. They've got it on Etsy for £900. I think it's a good investment piece. It is freaking iconic and I absolutely love it. But it doesn't end there. That is my last piece of Lacroix, but it's not my last piece of jewellery. As you know, I also love Lalique. Like, I really love Lalique. I think it comes from when I did my design technology A-level. I did jewellery design, and I did a bit on Art Nouveau, and I did Art Nouveau glass as like one of my essays. And so I always remember Lalique from that as being something that I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'd like to have some Lalique at some point. But obviously I want some original Lalique that's like, you know, fabulous and, you know, worth tens of thousands. One day that will happen. But until then, how beautiful is this ring? I have got Lalique hearts, which I own myself, and now a ring. It is gorgeous. I probably won't keep it. I might wear it a little bit because it does fit perfectly, but I don't tend to wear gold that much. But isn't that a beautiful flower? So handsome. Now, again, the same has been seen online. You can buy one for £160, but it doesn't have its box for it. Mine obviously comes with the box. This was Marilyn's own one as well, by the way. I bought two things from that were her jewellery, this and the last one, and I was like, see, we've got good taste, haven't we? And I think she found that quite funny, that like my two favourite bits were bits that were also her like favourite bits, but like she says, she never wore them, and so she's selling them, and I will probably not wear this. I will end up selling it, but I'll own it for a little bit because it is iconic Lalique and it is absolutely glorious. Look at that red. Isn't that beautiful? Really, really super pretty. I love it. Absolutely love it. Can you sit there? You'll be okay there. And then the last bit. So yeah, this was Marilyn's. It was in the window. So you might have spotted it, quite possibly. I spotted it, and I was like pointing like at it. So Marilyn was like the other side, and I was outside, and I was like, that one. And she kind of smiled and picked it up, and she was like, oh yeah, good choice. I'm like, oh yes. And then I got it up closer, and I was like, oh my God, I am in love. So this is, it's got French hallmarks. It is gold over sterling silver. It is late 1800s, Victorian, and it is stunning. Similar online, around about the 350 to 500 pound mark, and it's quite possibly just one of the most beautiful things I own, and it is a keeper, I'm afraid. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous Victorian. In fact, I won't do it up because I need to take it back off and put it down here. Garnet, although that one isn't, well, it might be garnet. I need to get it properly checked. It looks like garnet, but these are all testing as garnets except that one. So I don't know what stone that is. It might be a replacement, but look, remember how I said in a previous video about the rose cut being like the crystal dome? You can really see it there, can't you? A glorious rose cut. Now I've got a rose cut diamond that I need to do something with as well. But isn't that just stunning? So yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, hubba hubba, you are coming home with me. I did pay for it. You know, I paid a decent amount for it. Nowhere near what it's actually valued at. Or, you know, what it sells for online. But I'm not selling this one. This one is going into my collection, into the archive, Lexx's beautiful archive, as something that I just think is utterly stunning. So there are the hallmarks. Where are they now? There we go. There's the French hallmarks there. It is a gold wash over sterling silver. So it's just got that like slightly like, I don't know, like beige gold sort of tint to it. I love the different colours of the garnets. Some of them are more pinky. Some of them are like blood red and really, really dark. Ah, isn't it just stunning? Just beautiful. And I'm sure you should all be utterly, utterly jealous. I would be. Right, that's it, folks. That is it. That is my Lyon haul. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it has helped settle your Christmassy belly. And that I hope you had a wonderful one. If there has been something here that you fancy treating yourself to, except that, then please do let me know. My email address is in the description box underneath. Yeah, send me a message. I won't reply in the next couple of days, but I will reply at some point. I promise. Unless it goes to my junk mail, which sometimes it does, but I will promise to check that as well. Okay, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas, and I shall see you again soon. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.